that down, let's finish things off with this. Mortal Kombat. Bum, 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 bum. One of the great, I'll say it, the greatest soundtrack ever. All due respect to Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and everything else that's ever come out. The soundtrack to that original Mortal Kombat movie is still my all-time favorite soundtrack. Not favorite score, favorite all-time soundtrack.
Source cubes.
Du hast forever, my friend. So then they came out with a revitalized version of it a couple of years ago that we were all very excited. I mean, listen, you got Hiroyuki Sanada as Scorpion. How can it miss? It had one of the greatest moments in movie trailer history.
Yes, it did.
When Sub-Zero cuts a fool, and then as the fool's blood splashes, Sub-Zero freezes the blood, grabs it as a blood spike, and then stabs the dude with his own blood.
Fatality.
It was one of the greatest,
Say it like that.
greatest moments in any movie trailer ever. And the movie sucked.
Man.
The movie was not good. I was so disappointed in the movie. Yeah, I was quite let down by the. And don't get me wrong, it had its moments. But I mean, right from the beginning, they made this weird choice about, out of all the pantheon of great Mortal Kombat characters, who's going to be our key character? Who's going to be our main character? Well, I got an idea. Let's make up a new one. Cole. What? Now, listen, I'm not saying you couldn't have still made a good movie with that choice. But that was still a really questionable choice. Like, this huge pantheon of these iconic, recognizable, great Mortal Kombat characters, and you decide, nah, none of them are good enough. Let's make Cole. Okay, so whatever, they did that. Then the dialogue was terrible. The story made no sense. Again, had its moments, some great fight scenes. Hiroyuki Sanada always rules. So then they announced the second one. Interesting, Carl Urban joined it as Johnny Cage, because they did tease Johnny Cage at the end of the first one.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I love me some Carl Urban. Everybody knows I'm very biased for Carl Urban. It's like, all right, still can't get excited about this movie. So they dropped the trailer today. And I'm like, all right, load it up. What kind of tripe are they giving us here? How bad is this going to be?
Bruh.
It's pretty awesome. This trailer's pretty awesome.
It's the Galaxy Quest of Mortal Kombat
It is
movies.
absolutely, we were talking about this. It is, I'll let Rob explain, but it is absolutely the Galaxy Quest of the Mortal Kombat movie.
I thought it was genius.
I think this looks sick good. This looks like exactly the way a Mortal Kombat movie should be. Tongue firmly planted in cheek, but also treat it serious in elements, make the action feel brutal and visceral. And you got Carl Urban in there. Now, I do wonder, they're going to have to use body doubles a lot for Carl Urban doing all this stuff. So I did, as much as I love Carl Urban, I did wonder whether or not the movie would have been served better to get somebody in there who could do some of maybe a good chunk of their own action sequences, but whatever. I'm sure they'll pull it off. The sunglasses will do wonders. I got to say, as somebody who was thoroughly disappointed in the last Mortal Kombat movie, thoroughly disappointed. And I love the trailers for the last one too. So I'm going to mitigate my excitement a bit here, but I got to say, Rob, I thought this trailer was all sorts of great. I loved it. I watched it like 3 times this morning. I'll probably watch it again a little bit later today. I thought it looked great. I think Carl Urban fits right in there just perfectly. Hiroyuki Sanada, it is time to be the hero. Oh, Yuki can say Oogie loves, and I'll think it's the most awesome sounding thing in the world. Oogie loves. It'll be the most awesome sounding thing in the world if Hiroyuki Sanada says it. Anyway, this trailer looks great. What did you think about it?
I too loved it, John. I watched this. What a great premise. It's goofy enough that you can get by. I mean, maybe this is like the inverse of Highlander. You know, the first Mortal Kombat, that's Highlander 2.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be like the original Highlander.
Maybe this will be like
I mean, it looked
Highlander.
stylish. It looked fun. I'm an actor. It's just, I loved it. I'm like, okay, not only is this a Mortal Kombat movie, but it has a plot, a story that goes beyond Mortal Kombat that makes it something really, interesting.
Well, you know what?
Along the lines of Galaxy Quest.
This should have been the first Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
You introduce the universe of Mortal Kombat through the eyes of a non-superhuman being, Johnny Cage, who's drawn into this. This should have been the first movie.
You know, it reminded me, it's funny because you know how James Gunn talks about we're not going to move forward in the DC universe without a great script?
Right.
It looks like somebody came up with a high concept idea for a Mortal Kombat movie, and somebody recognized it. Look, it doesn't matter what a Mortal Kombat movie is really about as long as you've got great characters and great fighting. That's really what people want to see. And dudes' spines ripped out of their backs. I mean, that's what a Mortal Kombat movie is supposed to be. And by saddling it with a bunch of mythology and a bunch of story that isn't there in the game, you know, then you have to go through this. It turns into a generic fantasy story. Well, I love the fact that they came up with an idea that is not a generic fantasy story. It's a total, I'm an actor. I don't even know what the hell this is going on. You're going to pull me into this weird fantasy world. I like the fact that there's something that I can, there's a reason to watch it now. And I hope that they couple that with great fighting and lots of fatalities and bloodletting, because that's what people want.
Again, you've got to capture that sense of how ludicrous this whole scenario is.
Yeah.
Well, acting at times like it's the most deadly serious thing, and other times like it is the most ridiculous. The trailer, and I'm not saying that the movie's going to be able to find this balance.
No.
But the trailer found the balance. The trailer found the balance of like, oh, true, scary, dread. Oh shit, what are you going to do? With, oh my God, this is so bonkers ridiculous.
Yeah.
All at the same time. And again, let's go to the Galaxy Quest comparison, because the reason we brought up that comparison,
I think we could do that.
like, I'm sure many of you guys maybe have not seen Galaxy Quest yet. It's an older film now, but
how dare you?
It is an older film now. Well, you know, Tim Allen, who
Rickman,
you know starred in a TV show called Galaxy Quest, gets taken by aliens because they thought his TV show was real and bring him out there. And Carl Urban is Tim Allen.
Right.
It's totally that kind of a scenario.
Or Alan Rickman meets Tim Allen.
Or by Grabthar's hammer you shall be avenged.
Did you guys hear that story the director of A Galaxy Quest was telling about Tim Allen, and he got like emotionally kind of like welled up, and he's like, I don't like what I'm really feeling here. Do you guys mind if I just go to my trailer? And I'm like,
oh yeah.
And the director was like, yeah, sure. And then like Alan Rickman goes, oh my God, he's experienced acting.
I've not seen that. I got to look that up.
Yeah.
Again, look, am I going to sit here now and say I have all the confidence in the world that this movie's going to be great? No. Because I love the trailers to the first like the most recent Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be cripe. But I do got to say, it looks like they did exactly what should be done when you stumble. They went back to the drawing board. They said, okay, out of the things we did, what worked? And let's see why that worked, and let's lean into that more. And they had an honest conversation with themselves and said, okay, what didn't work and why didn't it work? And they course corrected. Again, that's a lot of assumptions I'm making just for a trailer, but that's the feeling I'm getting from the trailer. It feels like they learned the mistakes they made and they made a course correction. And the result is this trailer. And I think this trailer looks great and it looks fun, but I'm not willing to put money on it being a good movie because they fooled me last time. We'll see.
There's no way on God's green earth that anyone's ever going to make a Mortal Kombat movie that's going to be, I don't know, compared to Casablanca.
Right. Or Game of Thrones.
Or Lawrence of Arabia or Game of Thrones. So you have to go in with your tempered expectations. But, you know, like I love the Star Wars ripoff Star Crash made by Luigi Cozzi.
Yeah.
I'll defend it to my dying day. Do I think it's a great movie? No. But I love it. And, you know, so I want a Mortal Kombat movie that works, not maybe the way Star Crash works, better than that. But I can't believe I disparaged Star Crash. I love it so. But I want to see something that delivers. Look, this has to give us great fighting, great gore, great characters, and it has to be a lot of fun and great music.
Yes. That's your formula. That's your ingredients. Now bake a pie out of it. And let's see what you come up with. Anyway, guys, question is for you. Did you have a chance to see the new Mortal Kombat trailer? I got to say, as somebody who did not like the last movie, this trailer does it for me. This trailer is good.
Oh, yeah.
Now, will that translate into a good movie? We'll find out. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.